A rowdy mob of Tren de Aragua-linked gangbangers turned on a pair of NYPD cops in Times Square in a shocking caught-on-video assault, the second migrant attack on New York's finest in the tourist hotspot in less than 2 years. The cowardly attack came after the Friday night boxing match between Garcia and Romero in the Crossroads of the world, with the two cops jumped while trying to stop the thugs from robbing a pair of youngsters, law enforcement sources said. At least 3 of the brutes were rounded up by Sunday afternoon, including a 12-year-old reputed ringleader, with police saying the mob is linked to the Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua through its baby-faced offshoot crew known as Diablos de la 42, or Devils of 42nd Street, the sources said. The cocky brats even flashed gang signs and posted pics on social media while handcuffed inside a Manhattan police precinct after being busted in the attack on cops, according to photos the Post obtained. At least 3 in the mob were already sought for a string of shocking robberies in Central Park and were caught red-handed trying to pull off another heist when 2 cops intervened, they said. "Is this what a sanctuary city is supposed to be?" one frustrated cop asked. One of these kids was 11 years old when he was the ringleader of that Central Park robbery pattern. "What is it going to take for some of this policy to change when you have an 11, now 12-year-old, running around or anybody committing these crimes?" the source said. "When is common sense going to prevail? Don't we have a moral obligation?" An NYPD spokesperson said Sunday that 2 of the migrants, 16 and 17 years old, were charged with obstructing governmental administration, riot and menacing, with the older teen also charged with assault on a police officer, reckless endangerment and criminal possession of a weapon. The sources said a 14-year-old was also charged while the 12-year-old was taken into custody and released pending a family court hearing, with at least 3 others in the gang under investigation. None of their names were released because of their ages. Police said the migrants were all living at Manhattan's Row Hotel, one of dozens of sites throughout the Big Apple housing asylum seekers at taxpayer expense. New York City is a self-proclaimed sanctuary city, and took in thousands of migrants from the U.S. border since 2022, including gangbangers who blended in and snuck into the country. The crisis overburdened the city and created a headache for the NYPD, which was forced to grapple with a new criminal presence inside Big Apple hotels and makeshift shelters in 2 massive tent cities and converted old schools and even churches. The Friday night attack was eerily similar to the January 2024 mob assault on 2 city cops, who were pounded by migrants while trying to break up an unruly crowd in Times Square. All but one of those migrants have either been sentenced or released, with one awaiting trial.